What up, what up, what up? Welcome to my channel. This is RFUTAROT. Why RFU? Because I do what's right for me and you should do what's right for you, and fuck who don't like it. Yes, I do, cuz I'm grown. If you don't, or if you don't like it, my bad, G, my bad. I'm an intuitive reader, so the moment I come to the table, the messages I channel, the decks I pick, the way the cards come out is all intuitively guided by my spiritual gang. Allow your spiritual gang and the guide of your understanding to guide you to the messages that they have for you. Don't worry about timestamps, gender, zodiac signs, none of that shit. Take your piece, don't be greedy, and do not try to manipulate my shit, G. Don't try to make my shit fit your shit and be mad when you get some different shit. Thank y'all for riding with me. I appreciate all the comments and likes, subscribe, shares, emails, all the feedback. I love it. Keep it coming. Now, I wanted to do a tarot tea sip session, so I started to do a little bit of a pre-shuffle, and I was told to press record, so I pressed motherfucking record. Okay, so as I was doing the pre-shuffle, I was getting a whole bunch of like friend vibes. So I feel like for divine feminine, because I kept seeing a feminine energy, or a divine feminine energy and a feminine energy together. So what I feel like this tarot tea sip session is most likely going to piggyback off of is that message that I had for the collective in regards to I think it was who the fuck is snitching on divine masculine, divine feminine. I feel like this tarot tea sip session is probably going to piggyback off of that message. Let me tell you what the fuck I was seeing. So, for the divine feminine in this tarot tea sip session, I was seeing like a motherfucker trying to either fuck with your divine counterpart or fuck with somebody that you used to fuck with type shit. Somebody that you had some type of relationship with. Like like some shit that would potentially hurt you type shit. That's what I was seeing directly for divine feminine, and I was being called back to that message that I was just telling y'all about. For divine masculine, I was being called to a slightly different scenario, but the snake remains the same, my G. You feel me? It's still the same energy. And then also I want to say this for the divine masculine. When I was talking about in that message that it was a bitch, it could be a man acting like a bitch, acting like a female. You know what I mean? Like I say all the time, the genders in these cards doesn't really make a difference. They're just pictures to help me tell the story that is trying to come through, right? So bend the block with me. We're going to see what the fuck is going on in these spiritual streets. And if it look like something, we're going to jump out. This is still the pre-shuffle, but I just wanted to, you know, bring y'all in this motherfucker with me. So I feel like this is divine masculine energy, this is divine feminine energy, and this is the outcome regardless, right? So for divine masculine, the first card we got out was the Two of Swords. With this Two of Swords, I feel like divine masculine, you like I said, you was like newly single. You feel like you was kind of fresh in it, coming out of that read of who the fuck is snitching on who. And so I feel like you was in like this fresh energy to where you was like trying to sow your oats, my G. You was out here hitting the town doing a whole bunch of shit, and I feel like you came across a female energy in the midst of that shit. And I feel like you're just too fresh, G. Like, you too wet behind the ears right now. You need to pump your brakes, because whoever this new female energy is that you bumped into at one of these places, and you're construing her energy for good, I don't feel like it might be. So we're just gonna break this shit down and see what the fuck it is. But the next card you got out was the Devil, my G. It was. So I mean, yeah, we're gonna further break all of this down, but this is still the pre-shuffle. For divine feminine, the cards we got out was the High Priestess. Look at her sitting there with the Book of Destiny on her lap. Also, she has many objects in her hand, but the one that I was called to was the Scissors. So I feel like I was saying, divine feminine, I feel like you have cut this bitch out. Let's start there. Well, you have cut the bitch out. You probably didn't cut this nigga off. I don't feel like you're in a relationship with anybody. This is you by yourself in the card, divine feminine. So I feel like this is two people that you have cut out for your greater good. And now this feminine energy is trying to backdoor you on some shit you don't even give a fuck about. Because look at you rubbing your feet against the cat. Like, bitch, you comfortable. You did, like, it's probably an irritant to you, or just like, I don't know, you might think it's funny. Because a bitch like me, I think it's funny. If you think that my trash is your treasure, my baby, by all means, pick it up. Trash man. Anyway, trash woman. Breaking that down was a Knight of Swords. We know knights bring messages. Like, they come in quick with messages. And for this to be a Knight of Swords, it's about communication. So I want to say there's something, especially with her having this book of destiny, well, you, Divine Feminine, having this book of destiny on your lap, I feel like there's some type of quick interaction or quick communication that I don't even feel like you're interacting. It felt weird to me when I said that word, but I don't even feel like you're interacting with these people. What I feel like is some of y'all might see something on like a social media is what I'm really hearing. Like, see something on social media, these two people might be on each other's posts, like liking or commenting or some shit, to where you just already know what's going on, and you just like, I mean, because even this night, his face, oh, okay, all right, okay, so let me tell you what's going on, Divine Feminine, with this Tarot Tea Sip session. One of your old friends, a bitch you done cut off, has tried to reach out to your, like I was picking up in the messages already, has tried to reach out to your divine counterpart or somebody, a nigga you have cut off, and he is trying to use that as a way to come back in and communicate with you. Like, I don't think he bit with this bitch, but I think that he has, like, text messages or some type of correspondence between him and that female, and he's trying to come back and show you, like, look at this bitch. That's why I said you might think it's funny. I believe y'all probably both laughing about it, but also I feel like I need to remind you at this time, is what I just heard. I need to remind you at this time that you cut him off as well, G. So don't take that shit no deeper than him giving you the message that your friend ain't shit, or the bitch you already cut off. It ain't even your friend no more, but you know what I mean? Don't allow the conversation to go anywhere else. Now, the outcome in the pre-shuffle that I was getting, the first card that came out was the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands it usually speaks on victory, but this deck for me, the Seven of Wands, is like, yeah, it happened, but it's not some shit that you would call a victory. It might be some shit you end up regretting with this Seven of Wands. Look at the man, like how he really doesn't want to touch her, A. And B, y'all see this motherfucking lizard right here at the end of this bitch? Like I was saying with that, who the fuck is snitching on who read? It's a snake in the grass. I mean, this is the snake. This is the same female energy, or this is the same bitch, nigga, or however the shit flips, slaps, or rubs down, right? However which way. It's like the person that we were trying to bring your attention to in that reading is now coming through again in the Tarot Tea Sip session. Now, I don't know if it's the man in this card or the woman, but whoever it is for you, it's some bullshit going on with two motherfuckers that you've been cut off, Divine Feminine, is what I'm telling you. And Divine Masculine, what I'm telling you is this is you and the lady that you met in this soiree, in this club, at this bar, wherever, at this whatever. This is the lady. So I feel like y'all end up, this is the outcome, right, in this Tarot Tea Sip session. So I feel like y'all might lay it down, but let's be aware, the card that came out for you, breaking your first card down, and this is the Two of Swords. So it's like a motherfucker who's, it's oppressive energy. It's like a motherfucker who's not gonna bend or fold, like it's their way or the highway. So that's why I'm telling you, this is not who you think she is, it's not. Breaking her down, breaking that situation down is the devil. It's unbalanced, like it's somebody who wants to control you. So the outcome for you, Divine Masculine, is you being controlled. Like, yeah, you might get to touch her, but look at your fingers. You don't really want to touch her. Like, it's a whole bunch of control to it. And she has the potential to sneak your ass. She do got this lizard at her ass. And if we talking about the energies of that who's snitching on who, it could be like somebody that your homeboy used to fuck with and you don't even know about it type shit. Like, that's the vibes I'm getting irregardless. Like, there's some old backdoor hooking up type shit going on in this Tarot Tea Sip session, my nigga. Just keep up, you know what I mean? We still bending blocks. It's the pre-shuffle. But breaking down this Seven of Wands, was the first card that came out was Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. So, however this shit flips, slaps, or rubs down, right? Divine masculine, you gonna get the bitch. Wish fulfillment. Divine feminine, these two motherfuckers, yeah, the bitch did text him, and she probably felt like it was a win. Wish fulfillment. Next coming out next after that is the Hermit card. Like, it's a motherfucker who's trying to be secretive, is what I'm getting with this in this reading. Somebody who's trying to, work in the shadows. A motherfucker who can't just openly speak or be or any of that shit. Like, it's a shadow aspect to this shit, right? Coming out after that is the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. We already know what the fucking Five of Pentacles is. That's somebody being pushed out. Look at him in the ring, up underneath the mushroom. Somebody might have got put out the car, I just think, and you was up underneath the bus stop in the rain. Jesus. Like, I don't want that to happen to y'all, but I feel like that happened to somebody this week, and this is the Tarot Tea Sip Session, my G. Breaking that down, or coming out after that, was the Five of Cups. So, Five of Pentacles is being pushed out cold, right? And the Five of Cups is a loss. It's a loss, period. And usually with the Five of Cups, it's just 3 cups over, 2 cups up. This is a Five of Cups where all cups is dumped over. So it's a loss, period. So for Divine Feminine, this breaks down like how I said. Yeah, the bitch thought that she was successful, right? Trying to backdoor you with a motherfucker you already cut off because you didn't cut her ass off. That's going to end up pushing her out because you and this nigga's laughing at her. And she loses all the way around the board. Now, she can't get him if that's what she wanted. And she still ain't your friend. And now y'all both laughing at her. Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine, how does this break down for you? Yeah, you get that bitch, right? But there's some shadow aspect to it. Her wanting to have this control. She's still in low vibe energy, Divine Masculine. This is not a bitch that you need on your team. Inevitably, you will be pushed out cold. And a loss of everything. It's not 3 over and 2 up. It's 5 over, G. So, I mean, hopefully y'all take this as guidance, Divine Masculine, and you don't put your whole foot off in this bitch, because I'm telling you, this is going to be just like some shit you just got out of. If you're looking for something different, this is the same exact thing, G. And for Divine Feminine, I feel like you cool. You just really laughing at these motherfuckers because, bitch, if you want my trash again, come be the trash man. But let's see why these cards is out here on the table for Divine Masculine. It was the Two of Swords and the Devil, yeah. In this Tarot Tea Sip Session source. This one wants to come out. These two, okay. So, the Tribe. We had this with the last reading, I believe. This is the number 8. Forward movement. Yeah. I feel like for you, because the next card out is Higher Power at 4. 4 and 4 is 8 all day. So, I feel like what these two cards is trying to tell me to tell you, G, in this Tarot Tea Sip Session, is that you need to keep it pushing. Tap in with your higher self and understand what the fuck they trying to tell you, right? Just because it glitters don't mean that it's motherfucking gold. Glitter glitters, my G. That's just cheap as fuck, you know what I mean? So tap in with your higher power and your spiritual gang and understand that there is a motherfucker for you that is gonna love you exactly, and you know what I mean, that's fit for you. This motherfucker's not fit for you, G. So you have to figure that out. Also, I'm being called to a different message too for you, Divine Masculine. Hold on. The Tribe, Higher Power. Okay, I feel like this weekend, a lot of y'all just vibed out with self, the Tribe and higher Power. I feel like a lot of y'all was tapped in this weekend. And whatever it was that you was thinking, feeling, doing, keep feeling, thinking, and doing more of that shit. Definitely. That shit, you get a thumbs up from your spiritual gang about the shit you was doing this weekend. Your level of discernment, I just heard. Okay, G, that's right. So let's get some cards out here for Divine Feminine in this Tarot Tea Sip Session about the High Priestess and the Knight of Swords. One more shuffle. There it went. Okay. These ones flipped upright, so we're going to read them first. The first card out is Orphan, the number 5. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that whoever this bitch is, Divine Feminine, felt orphan because you cut her off. And I'm pretty sure this nigga felt orphan because you cut him off. So it was like, yeah, this is exactly how they felt. And with the number 5, they was trying to change that. She was trying to change it by reaching out to a nigga you used to fuck with, right? Getting company from him. And he was trying to change that by reaching out to you with the bullshit she had for him. They was in however way you flip it, rub it, slap it down. They were both trying to get back in your energy. They felt orphaned because of the changes that you had taken. And then we have the number 29 card. 11. The very first master number, and it says breathe. I feel like, yeah, you did what you had to do in cutting them off. And again, with this coming out, I feel like it's telling you don't get caught up in, like you and this masculine can have a friendship, but don't let this shit get out of hand, G. You know what I mean? You cut him off for a reason too. I keep being called to tell you that, yeah, listen to your gut. Look at the face in the middle of her stomach. Listen to your higher power. That came out for divine masculine. So of course y'all are mirroring each other. Right? Keep tapping in. Don't just take a motherfucker in. You know what I mean? It's cool to build a friendship, but and then this one came out upside down. Yeah, TikTok, the number 30. Cooperation, right? That's what 3 speaks on. Cooperation, success, the first initial stage of success, speaks on collaboration, right? But with that 0 there, it's like it was orchestrated by source for y'all to come together and collaborate. But also, as that shit is on a motherfucking time limit, G. TikTok, do not let that nigga overstay his welcome that source has advised you of. You feel me? So let me get some cards out here for Divine Gang Gang in this Tarot T6 session in regards to the outcome. 2 came out, but we need to keep shuffling, I heard. This one? Alright. Yeah, the outcome, regardless, number 12. The number 3 again. A change in the wind. Yeah. So a change is coming, and this is like, feels like the Tower card for me. So irregardless, there's a change coming. If it's for Divine Feminine, this could be a Tower moment if you allow this male energy that you have already cut off, if you allow him to overstay his welcome. That could be a Tower moment in regards to your spiritual gang getting this nigga back up out of your shit. Or it could be a Tower moment for old girl, because she's going to have egg all on Shelly's head as soon as she figures out that her little master plan didn't work with her pinky ass brain. Anyway, if it's for Divine Masculine, I feel like, yeah, change in the wind. If you take this woman for a go, I mean, the messages is pretty much the same at this level of frequency. If you take this woman that you just met for a spin, it's going to create a Tower moment so that your spiritual gang can get her up out of your shit. Period. But, you know, if you exercise your level of discernment, because I feel like that shit is very lit right now, Divine Masculine. If you exercise that shit, it's like a tower for her, a tower for the devil, because I'm pretty sure that's who sent this bitch, right? So it'll be a Tower moment for them, but also it brings in a big wind of abundance. Like it's the wind of change. You know what I mean? A change in the wind. However you do it. Yeah, thinker. The number 44, another master number. We've had a lot of master numbers out here on the board, G. Number 44 says the thinker. So, with this coming out right behind a change in the wind, I feel like Divine Feminine, you already know, right? You've been and cut these motherfuckers off. You've been and thought about it, but I feel like it's just like take in the knowledge that this man gives you, think about it, process it, and keep it moving. And it's the same for Divine Masculine, you know what I mean? If you feel like it's a certain thing that you might be getting from this woman, take that in as a lesson, my G. Like, okay, this is what I would like out of a partner moving forward. That does not mean that this bitch is your partner, right? Think about it, process it, move forward, period. With these 2 cards together. Now, this one came out upside down. Yes! The number 26, again, the number 8, forward movement. It says happy, happy. I was being called to this little keyhole right here. Yeah, like you have the key that unlocks your own happiness. Do not let this shit that's going on through this Tarot T6 session allow you to be anything other than that. Happy, happy, my G. Period. Yeah, keep, and again, this is the number 26, so it's the number 8, forward movement. Forward movement, my bad. Keep it moving, and you keep, damn, retrograde. Keep it moving, and you have solidified the key on your keychain, my G, for your own happiness. You don't, yeah, and this is breaking down right up underneath the 5 of Cups. Yeah, so perceive the loss as a lesson and keep it pushing so you can be happy, my G. You feel me? You feel me? Alright, moving the fuck on. Alright, let's see what this deck has to say for Divine Masculine on this Tarot T-Sip session. Yes. This one. Medicine Crow. This is the Page of Swords. So again, I feel like you, pages are the children, but it also speaks of, like, for me as a reader, it's like learning, studying, getting the knowledge of something, right? And the sword suit speaks on, like, the mental, right? So it's like you understanding how you think, how you tick, right? With this thinker card, it's like you, it's you not being a do boy, it's you being a you boy. You feel me? Through this Tarot T-Sip session, you have upgraded from a do boy to a you boy. You are only thinking, doing, and stepping out on shit that feels good for you. And I'm very proud of you, my G. Yeah, it says Medicine Crow. You are following the medicine of your own, like the beat of your own drum. You following your intuition this week. That shit's lit. That's why your discernment and shit is so lit, my G. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. So let me get some cards out here with this deck for the Tarot T-Sip session for Divine Feminine, please. What does this deck have to say for Divine Feminine? Disappointment. This is the Three of Pentacles. So again, though, I feel like then we had Three of Pentacles somewhere up here, like the first initial stage of success, right? So I feel like, but also, let me keep it a buck, G. With this card, I do feel like this encounter with someone, even though you have cut these two people off, it is disappointing. Period. It is, because even though you cut them off, it's like, why? Just why? And source is telling me your spiritual gang is telling mine to tell you that why is not for you. Just let them motherfuckers have each other, G. They ain't even worth you or your energy, your contemplation, or none of that shit. Let me get one more card out here for Divine Feminine, please. Oh shit, this one. Five of Swords. Conflict. Break the conflict, because it says broken. Yeah, break the conflict. You know what I mean? If you are disappointed, it's because you had higher expectations of these folks. But if you did have higher expectation of these folks, why the fuck did you cut them off? You feel me? So don't get caught up in the emotions of this situation. Boom, is what they're trying to tell me. Thank you. Don't get caught up in how it feels, and allow yourself to be brought back to a place that you have already progressed from, Divine Feminine. That's why I needed to pull another card for you. Alright, let me get some cards out here with this deck for the outcome for the Tarot T-Sip session. Cards out here for the outcome. Okay, one fell on me. Alright, fuck. This one fell on my lap. So it says, it is the Seven of Cups. It says late, but it also says child and feast dress. I feel like that with this card, because she looks heavily covered. So for whether you Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, right? Magic School Bus Babies, Divine Gang in the building, you are heavily covered through this Tarot T-Sip session, through this weekend type shit. Whatever it is coming your way, just understand that you are covered. And you know what I mean? Like, you are abundant, child and feast dress. Like, your spiritual gang is not going to let nothing formed against you prosper this week. Real shit, G. Alright. The first card is Two of Cups. This is on the outcome. Yeah, Two of Cups. I feel like, with the last card saying that you was heavily covered, this is not you and someone else, Two of Cups. This is you and your spiritual gang. Like, y'all heavily tapped in. See how these two ladies are balancing things on their heads? And it says water girls. So you could either be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but I'm not really feeling that. What I'm feeling is you are heavily tapped in emotionally, like intuitively, like spiritually, period. Like, I picked that up with both of y'all. So I feel like that's what this card is saying. Y'all are both heavily tapped in. This is the outcome, irregardless. And it's then I got the Gemini card out. So some of y'all could be Gemini, gang in the building. But it also is the Two of Pentacles card. It says Sundance Pleasures. Okay. With these two cards coming out together, and I don't think we ever pulled this in this deck, this Gemini card, Two of Pentacles, Sundance Pleasures. But with me having the Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and look at these two cards together. What I'm feeling, because I feel like these is two men and these is two women. So what I'm feeling is, again, y'all, whether you are Divine Feminine or Divine Masculine, you are heavily tapped in and you are heavily protected, covered, smothered, and topped. Waffle House around this bitch, right? This week, this is the outcome. And I also feel like some of y'all is coming into union with people that are in your tribe. Not necessarily romantic connections, but just people that you will carry with you along your spiritual journey. People that you can ascend with, is what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? We have let go of a lot of these people because they did not want to ascend. They did not want to do the work so that they could be in this motherfucker with us. I said that in the motherfucking last read, the February messages for the collective. I said that. We was cutting people off. You can't sit on this bus and you cannot sit on this bench, period, right? So I feel like because of us doing that, we are coming into alignment with people who are of our frequency. You know what I mean? We are vibing out with motherfuckers who's on our level, G. This is the outcome. For masculine and feminine, it don't matter. We all getting a partner in crime, period. Through this bullshit. This is usually some bullshit. This is the Tarot Tea Sip session, but we're getting rewarded because we persevered through the bullshit. Thank you, Source. I'm like, yeah, because of all of this bullshit and we don't allow it to pull us down because of the way we feel emotionally, because we keep it pushing through all of this shit, we are rewarded with this soul tribe member, with this motherfucker we can vibe with on this level of our frequency. We don't have to dumb our shit down. You feel me? Yeah, the next card out is Ace of Pentacles. Ace is our portals from us to our spiritual gang, right? So they are offering us a pentacle. Pentacles speak on tangible things in the 3D, right? This person that is of our frequency, that is in alignment with us, that is a gift from the divine. We are getting away from these motherfuckers, these dickheads. You know what I mean? We are being gifted with someone of our frequency. That is a direct gift. That's a pentacle. Someone in our 3D that we can vibe with and not have to dumb ourselves down with from. That is a gift. Because how hard is it just to have a conversation with a motherfucker on some real shit? You feel me? The next card out is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Wands. It says neglected child, but it also says boy on the card. Let me see. Six of Wands is a motherfucker getting the fuck on, right? So I feel like this may be how you are leaving a motherfucker, like how motherfuckers is feeling. This is the outcome, right? And if we are coming into alignment with some shit that is for our highest good, and it is a gift directly from our spiritual gang that has come through in the Ace, which is a portal from us to them, right? We have to understand that there are going to be some people that don't like that shit. Look at this little boy, he just parted his bangs. It's going to be a motherfucker who is not excited to see this come together like this. You know what I mean? We usually love it when a plan comes together. They don't, type shit. The next card out, is the Two of Wands, a stranger in my bed. Whoever this motherfucker is, they feel like, like you have moved on and how dare you. Yeah. Because see how these two cards came out together, these three cards came out together type shit. Yeah, this is they energy. This is the outcome for they. Motherfuckers who's not on the magic school bus, right? This is how they feeling through this Tarot Tea Sip session. Like neglected children and like there's a stranger in their bed. Bitch, if you didn't buy the bed, make the bed, pay the bills, it's not your bed. Stop claiming shit that's not yours, they. Okay? Okay. So that was the Tarot Tea Sip sessions, my G. I hope that shit gave y'all clarity. And I leave y'all unconditional peace, love, and light. I love y'all. Bye.